Another vicious vampire murder rocks present day Oxford. Marcus makes a breakthrough. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing A Discovery of Witches Season 2, Episode 4. Now, we do begin the episode in present day Oxford as another brutal murder takes place, and we see Domenico receive a phone call, and he goes to investigate it. We do get to see a sense of urgency as he's trying to figure out who's doing the murders, but they're also thinking it's the de Claremonts. So there's like a whole dynamic right there. We do end up seeing Marcus enter an auction house where we do get to meet a girl named Phoebe who works there, and she catalogs art. Marcus is there to purchase lot 42. We do get to see what that is later on in the episode, which I thought actually was pretty cool because it really ties in the previous episodes. And we end up seeing Peter Knox visit Javier, I believe is how you pronounce his name. And they talk about what was going on in the Bishop house in season 1, about how there were, multiple clans all consorting with each other in that house, So there really is a sense of urgency there with them on trying to get ahead of things and trying to get the Book of Life. Marcus and Phoebe end up going out, and things kind of progress pretty quickly. But we do see Domenico interrupt that, but then it gets right back on track. And we can really see that Marcus really likes Phoebe, which I thought was really good because he's trying to open up to somebody who's not a vampire or one of the other clans, and he reveals a big secret to her, and that whole thing, and he ends up finding out consequences for that decision later on. Javier and Isabeau meet, and we get to see some really good dialogue here, which I thought was pretty funny. And we see Javier is growing impatient and frustrated with people not cooperating with him because he likes to think that he's a really intimidating kind of guy. And in most parts he is, because he seems like he is powerful, but at the same time there are just too many people trying to stand up to him at the same time, and he gets very frustrated because there is a sense of urgency with him trying to find out who's doing the murders. But he's also trying to use it as blackmail against the de Claremonts, and it's going back and forth, and Isabeau is really just not having it. She's just like, see you later, and walks away from him. And you can see he's really frustrated at that point too. The episode ends with a really big secret being revealed. And it's a good cliffhanger too, because that's exactly where it ends. And I really thought it was a good ending to this episode. There's a good magic scene in this because there's really not any special effects in this. This episode's more plot driven because it's dealing with the consequences from Diana's and Matthew's decision to go back in time and the decisions of everybody in the present. So there really isn't any real special effects, but there is there is a good magic scene where Diana's aunt Emily tries to conjure something. So we do get to see some magic in this, which is really kind of cool the way they do it. And the acting in this was good. I had no issues with any of the acting. We see Marcus again. He likes Phoebe, and he's trying to put himself out there. We also see how much of an issue the murders are. They just keep being more and more frequent. We've gotten 2 murders so far. So I can't really say it's more frequent, but it's starting to pick up, and it's going to, and now people in Oxford are starting to talk about it. So we get to see the urgency there, and of finding out who's doing these murders. Really, everybody has a sense of, we need to find this out quickly and then stop it, but nobody knows who's doing it. And they all want to point the fingers at one family. So it's the dynamic between everybody so far has been good in this episode. Again, the episode slows down and it shows what's happening in present day. And it's really because of all the decisions everybody's making. So we do see that decisions in the past are beginning to affect decisions in the present, which I thought was good. But we also see decisions in the present affecting things as well. So there's a huge dynamic there between the past and the present, and everybody trying to scramble around, to get to get things under control. I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. Again, I think it slowed down a little too much, but it was still a good episode. I honestly can't wait to see the next episode because we're going to go back into the past and get to meet Matthew's father, Philippe, which I think is going to be fantastic. I can't wait. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Take care for now, everybody.